Good morning. It is Thursday, January 22nd. I'm Kate. This is Phoenix. Welcome to Trending on Shaw. We're joined by some lovely people here with us this morning. All people who have goals. That is the theme amongst our guests
and
today.
They're sticking to it.
Yeah.
They're saying, I don't care what it takes. If I'm going to commute, if I'm going to set personal goals, I am going to do it. Way to go, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't seem so enthused.
Well, a lot of people's goals is to renovate their kitchens or make renovations in their homes.
That's what my wife says.
Yeah, she makes goals to do that.
Yep.
Well, just a heads up, IKEA has announced that they are getting they're no longer going to continue their Acurum kitchen line. Now, a lot of you are saying, okay, whatever, but the line has actually been around for a long time, and approximately 70,000 people in Canada put this kitchen into their house every year.
Wow.
Every year?
Yeah. So people spend months and months and months planning their kitchens from IKEA, and now they're just going to drop that line, and now you got to redesign it with their new line, and they're not going to work together. So if you need a new piece in your kitchen, if you're one of those 70,000 households in Canada that needs to replace a cupboard, you have to replace your whole kitchen.
Sounds like Apple.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Apple.
IKEA is taking a page out of the Apple book.
Yeah, I've got a 5.0 version of my kitchen. Right, you have to need the next new version up.
Yeah.
You know, is it a marketing ploy?
Planned obsolescence.
Exactly.
They just said it's their way of continuing on with their life cycle of products, but it'll be called the Section. So if you need a new kitchen.
We're still following those three hashtags we mentioned earlier this morning. Hashtag Eugenie Bouchard, hashtag explain the 90s in 4 words, and also hashtag YYC puns. These YYC puns, I believe it started by the mayor. He's grabbing communities within Calgary and making fun little sentences. Like, this is from Michael. I'm running late, but I already have 1 foot out the door. You had one. Who had one here?
The puns are mounting pleasantly.
The puns are mounting pleasantly.
Okay, wait. Can you repeat that? Can you clarify it for me?
Oh! Hashtag YYC puns if you want.
We're just going to have conversations and puns now.
No kidding. Hashtag explain the 90s in 4 words. What were you saying about the Backstreet Boys?
The Calgary premiere of their new movie is coming out next week at the Globe Theatre. I think it's Thursday, but...
So Backstreet Boys are rad?
They're back.
Are back.
Yeah, they're back again.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Hashtag explain the 90s in 4 words.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sticking with Spice Up Your Life. I love the Spice Girls.
I love the Spice Girls. I love the Spice Girls.
Love the Spice Girls.
Do you want to, this spring. We have to talk about the spring here because unfortunately, there was a fire last night, I believe, in Calgary because of a barbecue.
Barbecuing.
Because of a barbecue. But you know
bad.
what? Hold on, though. It feels like spring.
It feels like spring.
Are any of the bars along 17th open, like the patios open? Does anyone know?
I think Ship and Anchor
Ship and Anchor
always,
is like
always open.
Clive Burger has their heaters on. It's not a bar.
So there you go. So why not? It feels like spring in Calgary. And you were saying with the weather, this whole week, even up until through next week, is supposed to be like spring.
Yeah, like double digits into Sunday and Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. Go for walks, go for a bike ride. I'm sure you two are just loving it as well, too.
Nice.
Turn on your barbecue, just be safe.
Yeah. Are you changing your wardrobe because of the weather? Maybe no toques or gloves.
I've got rubber boots on because I don't know if I should be planning for snow or
Slushy.
slush. Yeah. I've got a rubber bottom boot that I'm wearing pretty much every day now.
Yeah.
As cyclists, I'm guessing you're just trying to stay warm.
Warm's not the issue. It's staying cool because you get so warm cycling. I haven't had any issues being cold this winter. It's even up to -30. It's cooling off.
Yeah. Well, if you want to set some personal goals and maybe the spring-like weather is going to help you out a little bit, you might want to direct your attention to the Facebook page. It's called Monthly Personal Challenge Calgary. Janet Doyle is the Facebook administrator of that page. Why did you decide to start it?
I actually didn't start it. I have a girlfriend, Callie, who started it, and I joined last year. And then come fall and towards January, Callie said, one of my goals is to stop overcommitting myself.
Oh.
So it kind of came about that I said, I would really like to, get more involved with this group. And she said, do you want to lead the first challenge in January? I said, that'd be great. I also took a kind of an angle on it that I want it to be a little bit more personal, whereas before everybody was doing something as a group. But in my opinion, I wasn't, at the same pace or, looking for the same changes as everyone else. So I've kind of taken a more personal approach to it so that people set their personal goals, and then they're accountable to the group for them.
So what was your first goal for January?
I just wanted to get better ways to cope with stress. So there were a lot of things that were happening over the summer. I was moving, ending a relationship, starting a new job, and those are all really, really stressful things. And I was waking up in the middle of the night just from the cortisol, the hormonal changes in my body. And so doing more yoga, getting a lot more sleep, and just not overcommitting myself, kind of like Callie said.
Well, you mentioned Callie. She sent actually a question on the Facebook page, and she asked a question about staying motivated. How do you do it in times of difficulty when it's hard? Like these two ladies were saying a few moments ago, is that when it's minus 22 in a blizzard, how do you stay motivated? The same thing goes for you, is that how does someone stay motivated if they have a personal goal and they don't know what to do next? Those low moments.
You know, I coined a term when I was in university, accountability buddy. So being accountable to someone, and you kind of make an agreement, just like these two ladies did. They said, we're going to make an agreement, and then they made it public. So I think making it public and making that public commitment means that you're accountable to everyone else. And so it's not just about you, and you can't just kind of sit inside, and they can't sit on the train and tweet and say that they're, oh, great bike ride, you know, to work today. Because, you know, they're being held accountable by other people.
Well, one thing that was sent in a few moments ago as well, too, is a video question for you. So, Janet, have a look and have a listen. Well, I can tell you, though, in this video clip, the question is about tips for goal setting. So, measurable would be the first one, I'm guessing.
Measurable, but also not incredibly ambitious. I think that, especially, you know, coming into January, a lot of people have some goals, especially with losing weight, and that might involve a lot of different things. One of my big, you know, things is that I choose one thing to worry about every month, because when you start to mount up a lot of different changes, your rate of success actually drives, like, it just drops drastically. It goes from 80% to 33% when you add in a second change, and then when you add in a third change, it goes down to 8%. So your chances of success just go, you know, they drop, they plummet. So it might seem like you're not challenging yourself enough by just choosing one thing, but just choosing that one small habit and allowing that to become and develop into a habit. The next month, you can choose something else.
Okay, we're going to try one more time with that video question. Have a look, have a listen. No worries about it. I mean, that's okay. But it's great that people are excited about doing things. You must be excited about these two ladies who have committed to cycle for the whole year. You must be encouraged by this.
That's amazing. I think it's, you know, I'm always a fan of people that are doing things to better the health and to better their own health and to better the environment. And the fact that they, you know, naturally were drawn together and said, we're going to do this and we're going to become public about it. And you know, you can see the success that they've had, and that they can wake up on a day in Calgary when it's minus 25 or minus 30, and it's now becoming a habit that they get bundled up and they go out and you know, bike to work. Yes.
Strength and buddiness.
Accountability buddies.
Accountability buddies.
We'll have to remember that one.
Yeah, it's exactly what we are.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that term a lot.
Again, Janet's Facebook page is called Monthly Personal Challenge Calgary. Monthly Personal Challenge Calgary. Sign up, find out what's going on over there, and you will have some buddy support.
Definitely.
Thanks,
we welcome the support.
Good for you.
Somebody else who is challenging herself this morning is Lindy, who's at CrossFit working out. How's it going over there, Lindy? Are you working up a sweat? Oh, must be thirsty.
So, Kate, we're back at your home away from home CrossFit. Today we're doing awesome exercises. So on today's show, we're talking a little bit about goals. So if someone had a goal of keeping in fit and just sticking to a workout plan, how could they keep that goal?
Well, when New Year's comes along, almost 1 in 3 people set some sort of health-related goal, whether it's changing their diet, whether it's you know, cutting down on the amount of beer they drink, or starting exercise programs. But very few actually stick to it. 1 in 6 prefer the exercise route, but the success rate is really low because a lot of times it's lack of knowledge. You know, people, they buy a gym membership, they don't know the proper exercises to do, they don't know anybody, it's a very intimidating environment. The great thing about CrossFit is everything's done in a class setting. you have a coach at all times, and you work together like these two are right now doing kettlebell swings.
Okay, awesome. Whew, hard work. Okay, so also we're gonna do an awesome giveaway.
Yes.
So what are we giving away?
So we're going to give away one of our free entries into our 6-class introduction course.
Okay, and if you want to win that, you just have to answer a simple trivia question. What's that trivia question?
Who was the female winner of the CrossFit Games last year?
Good job on the question. So if you want to answer that question, you can get a free session here, an introductory session. Just tweet us, I can't read, at Trending on Shaw for your chance to win that. All right, cool. So now, once we're done our workout, we need to stretch again. Is that what we do?
Yeah, we like to encourage our athletes to warm down or cool down, as it were, which involves a simple routine like using a foam roller like this, just to stretch out those worn down body parts that we've worked really hard. Okay, so you just have them go on the foam roller and warm down their legs. Trying to keep them side of the microphone here. I'm on the ground. Their butt, whatever sore, we want them to roll out and stretch as well.
Okay, so let me try that.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so we're just gonna be here stretching and rolling out our muscles. So if you do have your answer to the trivia question, make sure to tweet us at Trending on Show.
That roller's getting the best of her.
Good job today, Lindy.
Oh, really working.
I don't even know what to say after that. Thanks, Lindy.
That looks like fun.
Yeah, it does look like fun. She makes it look like fun, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, with this weather, it is a lot of fun hanging out here in Calgary.